softly with my press, won't even address. They say lonely at the top, but just the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flex. I hear them talking reckless.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Bears are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a Lions offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
They go with Howard again. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. First down, they run with Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one 28 yards on the ground. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. next carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long. It's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. A good pickup there at 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Anderson able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. And just shutting him off there. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
This is Abdullah. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on 1st down. And hauled in by Pitta. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Play action. Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, it's Howard. And he's got room. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Go! Here we go!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky over the middle. The tight end Shaheen with it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jonathan Anderson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing through the contact. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And now a first down following that long gain. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Michael. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian Michael, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
A give to Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The 2nd half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They go to Michael again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
A give to Howard running left. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. On 3rd down, that's Howard, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jonathan Anderson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there. 3rd down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Stafford now to throw. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Stafford here. And Jones has it over the middle. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 29. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Out to the flat for Riddick. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And the lead is down to 2. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now let's go.
They go counter with Howard. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll have a first down past the 40. That's complete to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. This is Howard. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
They run with Howard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Around the NFL third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Riddick. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They go back to Riddick. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
All right, here we go.
On the toss play, Howard. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A give left side to Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Running with Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll look to throw. 20. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. A very solid gain of 27. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
in the red zone this time.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff as they run left side. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go. Leopard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So a pressure spot now for Roberto Aguayo. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. Around the